At Home with Animals is quite delightful. This is a Barney and Friends episode. It is the 13th episode of the third season, and we have Barney, and the children who feature in this one include Shawn, Tosha, Kathy, and Kenneth. And this is all about animals, as the title kind of suggests. And we have some really nostalgic songs in here, songs that absolutely took me back to my childhood. And we have a lot of great facts, a lot of opportunities to learn about animals and habitats and that kind of thing. Also take because some of my favourite lessons, some of my favourite topics to cover were absolutely the ones that focused on animals. And we get to see all kinds of animals and look at all kinds of animal facts and sing some pretty good songs along the way. So as an educational show, absolutely ticks all of the right boxes. And we also learn about animal allergies as Shawn keeps sneezing. And I think that that's something that's really important to discuss because a child might not have a pet, but they might go to a friend's house and they might find that they sneeze when they're at a friend's house. And if they don't know that it's possible to be allergic to animals, they might not connect the dots and they might not, for example, tell a parent that they're sneezing around animals. And I think that that's something that's really important to learn about. So that was really brilliant as well. And then we have a mystery over a missing item as well. So there's definitely a lot to offer here. There's a lot of substance. It is a really solid episode. Then we have the nostalgia from so many gorgeous songs. And I will now talk about the songs. I actually only knew a couple of the songs, but the songs that I knew were very, very nostalgic. The rest of the songs I'm not familiar with. At least I don't think I've heard of them before, but they fit in so well with the theme of the episode. So I will go through the songs now. And we start off with If All the Raindrops, which isn't kind of fitting in very well, but I do love that song. The second is Itsy Bitsy Spider, a childhood classic. And then we have I Can Laugh, which I do know. I am aware of this song. And I think I mostly became aware of it through Barney in the Backyard Gang. It's an okay song. I think I never used to like it, but slowly it is growing on me. Then we have Baby Bumblebee, The Little Turtle, Hooray for Moms and Dads, and Rickey Raccoon, none of which I recognised. But there we have different kinds of animals, and the songs themselves are very good, even though I might not recognise them. So I have no complaints. I think At Home with Animals is a pretty great episode. And interestingly, there is a goofs listed on fandom.com. And this points out that Shawn had previously pet Min's puppies and he wasn't allergic to them. And if that's true, I can't remember that, but if that's true, I feel like we could explain it by saying allergies can happen suddenly. A lot of people will develop allergies over time. Now, I don't know if they could develop in such a short space of time for a young child, but we could argue that actually an allergy can be triggered by something, and also a different kind of pet fur as well. Some people are allergic to cats, but not dogs, and yeah, it's technically a goof if that is true, but they could definitely find ways to argue around it. At Home with Animals, I think, is a brilliant opportunity to learn so many wonderful facts about animals. There's a lot in this, a lot of really great things, definitely a strong episode. And for me, very nostalgic. Only a couple of nostalgic songs. I do watch Barney for the nostalgia, and usually that nostalgia comes from the songs. But the actual lessons here, learning about animals, talking about wildlife, it's something I did so often in my childhood, and having this brought to life in this episode, I have a soft spot for this episode. At Home with Animals, for me, is a pretty great episode.